Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Kyle Power and this is a presentation on agency ethics and an outline to my critical assignment for NPA 580. Um, the organization that I chose was the County of Los Angeles, as it serves as the umbrella to many different agencies in the County of Los Angeles, and we'll talk about value-based and compliance-based training as they exist and as they are relevant not only to the many agencies that work for LA County, but specifically the Los Angeles County Fire Department. The County of Los Angeles requires that all employees complete ethics training in a compliance-based fashion, and these are done annually to ensure that all employees are knowledgeable of the required moral behaviors that are expected of Los Angeles County employees, to ensure accountability and ensure that all employees are working and acting in the best interest of the public. Not only do these policies relate to how we treat each other as employees, but also how we treat the public as well, and how we interact with the public, or how we may be perceived by the public. The county policy of equity is a pretty lengthy module that kind of spells out individuals that are in protected classes based on gender, age, sexual preferences, and race and disability. The sexual harassment prevention training is something that is pretty specific to how we treat each other at work, and being knowledgeable about our actions and how we, whether they're verbal or how we use our body language, and how we should conduct ourselves as professional employees within the county. The standards of behavior is another one of these compliance modules. Just spells out the recommended expected behavior of each county employee. The nepotism policy is one that requires all people that work for the county disclose any family ties or any family relationships that one might have, to ensure that there is no extra favors or discrimination to others based on relationships that someone may have, specifically in the supervisory or managerial position. If family members are at lower ranks in the chain of command, decision makers in the managerial level must be taken out of the process if there's an examination or promotion or possible promotion, just to ensure transparency and to ensure that people that are getting promoted or getting special assignments are done based on merit, not because of some type of family relationship or anything within the department. The outside employment policy, which requires all employees to disclose any type of outside employment and limit all the fire department employees to a maximum of 20 hours outside of the regularly scheduled time at work as a county employee. And each of these are done on an annual basis and are for the most part compliance based, as they are online. You must sign and complete examinations and print certificates and show that you are compliant with finishing the training, and that you know in depth the required behaviors of each of these different policies and compliance-based modules. The compliance-based training modules that I explained in the previous slide also have that combination of compliance and value-based training, or value added to the compliance, which integrate a lot of the core values, the mission statement, the vision statement of the organization. So it brings together what we are doing on a daily basis to provide public service, while giving examples of ethical actions as well as examples of inappropriate actions that are unethical. These are done through online modules that are done annually, like I said, and they're very thorough and lengthy, however, offer many opportunities to view videos that as you go through each module, you have to watch a video, and actors in each video will display either ethical or unacceptable behaviors based on what module that is. Whether it's sexual harassment prevention training, there'll be actors playing out scenarios at work, whether it's inappropriate touching, eye contact, how they look at people, how you and things that people say to each other, and actually give very descriptive examples of what not to do, while the compliance-based training and policies will spell out what you should do. So together it kind of gives you a better understanding of not only what is acceptable, but what is unacceptable behavior on each of these types of ethical training modules, as well as acknowledging the positive results over time and evaluating the training modules as they get better every year and incrementally improve. The department puts out positive results in that investigations, lawsuits that relate to sexual harassment, discrimination, or any type of allegations or negative sentiment from the public based on nepotism or examination processes or promotions. All this together can kind of help safeguard the organization, help brand the organization. And like I said, the compliance-based training has quizzes and proficiency exams, and also provide relevant policy attachments to each one of the online modules. So not only are you watching the module, you are required to look over the policy that are attached to the web page to go through it and understand it. In the critical assignment, I will reference mostly the most applicable theories to the organization and the ethics and the value-based versus compliance-based training with virtue theory, utilitarianism, and contractarianism. Although I can easily probably point to most of the foundational ethical theories that we covered. These are kind of the three that stand out that are very consistent with the public safety organization and the implementation of ethics training, whether it is compliance or the value-based ethics training. At the end of my essay, I'll have a few recommendations about how training should continue. Talk about integrating more value-based leadership to comprehensively capture a better picture of what is expected of the employee in ethical understandings, and then talk about the relevant policy attachments and some of the issues that we do encounter with the online modules to further improve accessibility to the modules, and also to access these attachments, because sometimes these attachments actually, as the link is available, but the attachment doesn't actually come up. And then also not just talking about theory and knowing the theory, but actually bridging the theory into practice by requiring the figureheads, the managers, the supervisors, and the leaders of the organization to kind of carry that torch and behave in the most respected manner, so that they emulate, or they, as a virtuous person would, emulate the expected behavior, the expected moral obligation that employees have within the department throughout the workday with the public and with each other. And that is the end of my outline of my ethics training presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and good luck to everybody in the remaining week of the course. Thank you.